Good morning all, how are we today? It's cold here this morning. Not sure why. Actually, well, of course I'm sure why. It's winter. Towards the end of November. Here we are. It's 1 degree C. I am not warm. Got the hoodie on today. Cup of tea. That's good. And yeah, how is everyone? How are we all doing today? Had some bad news yesterday. Family, personal news, which wasn't great. It's a shame. Not totally unexpected and not related to COVID, but nevertheless sad news in the family. So that's going on in my life. I suspect that'll affect my ability to work today, but we shall see. Depends if I can focus my mind or not. What's the plan for today? Now that is a question. Firstly, I need to check what's going on in terms of messages because I'm being messaged. I can tell that. She's probably noticed me being slightly distracted there. Lots of messages coming in from my family. Probably related to the announcement today that the vaccine that's being developed in the UK, the so-called Oxford vaccine, or the Oxford University vaccine, has had its effectiveness rates published, and they're about 70%. I've got no idea if that's good or bad. Sounds okay to me, given that they've made an awful lot of them already. 70% seems better than 10%, and they're in production, so maybe that's good news. But no, we shall see. Anyway, what shall we do this morning? Think we shall do some rodeo. So where's the button? That button there will take us to the screen. You can see my desktop, which is always good. And this is rodeo. Oh. Sorry, let me just reply to somebody's text. Okay, back. I've warned the family that I'm busy for the next hour, so we shall see what happens. Let's turn on Do Not Disturb. That'd be clever, wouldn't it? There we go. Do Not Disturb. Right, radio. Let's get going. So here's radio. Did a pull request last Monday where we closed something, didn't we? Oh, that's right. We did the allow selection by name, so you can do -- album. And looking at this, I've got quite a lot of things that are targeted at 0.2. These. And now it looks like we've got a release process document. So I think maybe we'll do a release of Rodeo first. That shouldn't be too difficult given that we've got a release document. Looks like we're going to be 0.2, so firstly we'll need to set the version number and things like that. There's this pull request here which has set it to 1.11. Now we did that. Cute. That looks like it's set in root.go, so we'll probably need to update root.go to 0.2 before we start. So let's start with that and then get a release. That sounds like a plan, doesn't it? So go land. I spoke Goland. Off by one error there on my keyboard. Let's try that. I expected more than that. Oh, there we go. Goland. There it is. It's root.go. And there's a version number here. Needs to be 0.2. So we must have had a pull request. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so git checkout -b update version to 0.2. Git status, git commit root.go. That's too many M's in commit there. So update version to 0.2. I'm going to do that for release. So let's git push that. That sends it up to GitHub. Then we can create the pull request itself. GHPR create --fill will do. So now if we go back here, go back to the pull request list, we should see up and do pull request. There it is. Oh, no description. Let's have a description. The next release will be 0.2 to match the milestone, as there's a fair few changes. How about that? That's obviously part of the milestone. Like that. There we go. There's no CI on Rodeo at the moment, so that's not a problem. We should compile it to check it worked. Go run main.go like that. And that should, we need -v for version. There we go, version 0.2. There should be a capital R on Rodeo. The command line name is Rodeo lowercase r, but it's really uppercase. There. I wonder if we can fix that whilst we're here. Maybe not. It does it automatically. I don't care enough to go until, yeah, no, it's not obviously in here. So yeah, won't worry about that. Okay. Let's check out minus dash take us back. No, git checkout dash takes us back to main. Git merge no ff update to version 0.2, and this will close 26. You can push that, and that'll close our pull request. Hopefully, there we go. Git branch -d update to that, and git push origin. Git dash delete. Update. Who could bother to type all that? What we could do. And that should delete the branch from the remote as well. We've got that all tidy. We've probably got a load of other branches we need to delete. Should probably tidy up after we've done this release. Okay, so we've now got 0.2. We're now ready to do the release. Let's take this back to the home page. And look at that release process. Right, so I wrote this document, obviously last time I had to, well, after I had done the last release, so that I knew what to do next time. Because memory, sieve, and this sort of stuff we don't need to remember. Hopefully 1 will automate all this. There's no reason why closing the milestone couldn't do this work for us. maybe we'll write a GitHub action that does this automatically for us. I know that the Lambdas project have got a automatic releases component that does a lot of stuff when you close a milestone, like merging into the next release up when you do a minor change or a patch change in one branch that you then need in another. I don't think Rodeo needs anything that complicated because we are unlikely to have more than one version released at any one time. So if a issue is found in 1.1, for instance, we'll release 1.2, we won't release one. Sorry. Yeah, if we've got release 1.1 and we subsequently release a 1.2, and then we discover that there's a bug, security bug for instance, then we're highly unlikely to fix it in 1.1. We'll just fix it in 1.2.1 and encourage everyone to upgrade. But that's going to be the way forward. So we don't need the complexities of the Lambdas one. I could imagine writing GitHub action that closes and does all this work for us. Maybe at some point, we'll see. Winter, sneezing, joy. Okay, update version milestone for the correct version. Ensure milestone for the correct version number exists. Yes, we've actually got that milestone. Update version number in root.go, PR and merge domain. Done that. 3. Assign all closed PRs for this release to the milestone. I think we've already done that, but let's just double check. So all the milestones are on point 2, set for release process, and update version under 0.1.1. That all looks fine. So if I go to the milestones themselves, you should see there's just one that's called point 2. Yes, that's fine. Good. Create a changelog using fly changelog generator, copy to clipboard. Okay, what's our milestone number? KD. Milestone 3. Not total surprise. So that's changelog generator minus U Acrobat minus R Rodeo minus M3, and that should give us a list of all the issues that have been changed, as you can see. And then I can copy that to the clipboard by piping it to pb copy. So I've got it on my clipboard. Good. So far, so good. What's next? Tag with the new version. Git tag -s. Should do probably it's a bit higher like that, so we can see it at the same time. It's a bit smaller. Yeah. Git tag -s 0.2. And then we paste in our changelog. Put a gap there, so it looks nicer. Should probably fix changelog generator to put that gap in for us. But such is life. Alright, issues resolved. Go us. Git push -- follow tags. That's item number 7 done. It's not difficult to do a release, we just follow the steps. And that's pushed OK, so now we can close the milestone and create a new one. Okay, so edit this one. Right, so, and create a new one called 0.3. No due date, we'll be ready when it's ready. So now we've got milestone 3 ready to go. Go back to the home page. Okay, so next, create a release with the tag name as the release title. This will automatically run a GitHub action that creates the binaries for this release. Okay, so there's the release. The release is there's 0.2, so it's just been created just now. So let's draft a new release. This is a bit I think we should be able to automate. Oh, that's tedious. Let's jump to 0.2. You should know there's an existing tab. This is 0.2, and again we'll paste in changes. People got them. Don't need to add the binaries because they'll be automatically generated for us. And then we can publish this release. There you go, release 2. Now, what I believe happens is an action kicks off and starts filling in the assets. If we go to the actions, I'm pretty sure we did that on a previous stream. I'm not sure how to read all this, mind you. There's an awful lot of stuff going on there. Oh, that's because we've gone to the wrong place, I reckon. Let's try there. Oh, there we go, that's better. Workflows. Interesting that they call them actions, but then they're workflows. An action is a workflow. Action has workflows? Does anyone know? It's a question. I think I must have gone to my notifications, which I suppose I'll have to read at some point. Anyway, it's clearly progressing, it's doing stuff. It takes about 2 minutes looking at the previous runs. So we'll leave that running and see what happens. I expect at some point we will see some updates there. There we go. We now have release 0.2. What I shall do now is copy git. How do we do that? I don't actually remember how to compile it to the correct name. It was git build. No, not git build, go build. There we go, there's a rodeo. So now /rodeo v gives me version .2. But rodeo-v gives me 0.1.1. So now I can copy rodeo to slash, where is it? It's in tilde bin. Okay, so now I can copy rodeo to tilde bin rodeo. So if I type rodeo-v version 2. So now I'm running the current released version as well, which is good. What I'll do next is I will bump the version number so that if anyone reports an issue, we can ask them to do, well, which version of Rodeo are you on? And they'll come back and say 0.3 or 0.2.1 or something. And we'll know, aha, you're on a dev version. Now, ideally, we would like it to be a dev version. We'd like it to say 0.3-dev. I wonder if we can do that. Try that first. Close that. Let's get back to root.go. If we can do 0.3-dev, if it'll let us do that. .go run main.go-v. Is it like that? Yes, it does. So let's set the version to that, and then that will tell us in the future, oh yeah, you're on a dev version, so it could be anything. I suppose what would be really useful is if we could put in the git commit that you actually used when you created this particular version. That'd be a good one. So when you type git run when you type rodeo -v, it comes up rodeo version 0.3 and then in brackets the git hash, if that git hash isn't the same as the actual tag. How do you do that in Go? Useful. But that's not today's problem. So git checkout rm rodeo. So git checkout -b update version to 0.3-dev. git status, git add command root, git commit -v, insert update version to 0.3-dev. This ensures that any issue reports such that we can turn issue reported. So it's against a version we don't have, a version we didn't officially release. There we go. Before I do that, let me take those lines and copy them. Actually, copy that line, and then copy those 2 lines. Git push -u origin update to that. Left tab complete. And then hub, no, not hub, gh create fill. Like so, and it feels like it's 27. So it's going to end up there. Has it filled it? Oh, it's filled it in anyway, so that's fine. Nice of it like that. For some reason it doesn't do markdown the way you'd expect it to do markdown in that edit box. Or at least the way I would expect markdown to work. It's supposed to have 2 blank spaces, 2 spaces at the end of a line if you want to do a hard line break, not a single new line character at the end. So it shouldn't have done a line break there, but GitHub does, for reasons. Anyway, now got that, so we can git checkout master, not master, main. I'm going to say git checkout dash git merge minus no f to that, open, and that closes 27. So, and we can push. So that will merge that. There we go. So now I can git branch -d that. I can git push to origin -- delete the same branch name and get rid of it off the remote as well. Voila, done. I would guess by now, if we go back to those releases, we should have all the binaries, and there they are. Well, I tell you what we do need to do. We now need to start releasing for macOS on ARM. Now Apple has released the M1 chips. If someone wants to use one of those, like the new MacBook Air or whatever, then maybe they'll want a radio for it. We should do that. Let's get that done next. I have a DTK here, so I don't have one of the new M1 machines, but the DTK is fast enough, so I could test it there as well. Now we've got a release version of. Oh, that's a good question, isn't it? Can you compile for Go ARM yet? Because I know you can't. I know Go doesn't work on the M1. Oh, let's Google that, find out. Does a Go binary work on M1? Those don't look very useful. Things does a Go lang binary. Golang is currently aiming for absolute compatibility in February. Go 1.6. And maybe not. Yeah, maybe we can leave the. That's not the right one. That one. Oh, well, a universal battery would be nice. Lots of stuff. It does compile x80. Oh, that's an interesting point. We can use Rosetta until they get it sorted. So I guess the current Intel Mac binary will be fine for the Apple ARM chips for now. So maybe we can just not worry about it. Yeah, who knows what's going on there? We go under M1. Runtime stores under Rosetta 2. That's not good. Ah, see that again. It's running on Rosetta 2. Yeah, who knows if it actually runs on the machine. Shall we take a quick look? It's not running yet, so let me turn the machine on. Oh. You hear it boot up there? No. Apple startup chime. But that's booting the my DTK up. But that's fairly quick, I think. So it's already there. No, not there yet. Let it whir and click for a bit. I gather the new ones are much quicker, but then they weren't cobbled together like the DTK was. DTK is very much an iPad chip with some Mac bits around it, but not all the Mac bits, which is clearly why they made the M1 in the first place, to add the rest of the Macness, like Thunderbolt and stuff like that. They're still not able to resolve, so it's still thinking about it clearly. Oh well. Oh well, let's leave that thinking for a minute. Mouse. I suppose if I go to the network, I should see it turn up. Not yet though. Oh, there it is. Maybe it'll work now. Looking promising. Green. There we go. Okay, so if I bring this over here, oh, it's a bit big. There we go. Right, so this is screen sharing, so it's a VNC client talking to my Mac Mini, my Apple Mac Mini. Sorry, my Apple ARM Mac Mini. Let's get our terminology correct here. So, it's not really set up very well. Like set up to a degree. I'm mostly using it for getting my Mac app working on Apple Silicon, which is called Daily Jotter. So that's why I've got Xcode installed, and that's working reasonably well. Though I've got 2 Xcodes on here, I think now. I should probably drag that and put it here. It finishes launching. It's not super fast yet, is it? That's not the right one. That one. Up there. BB edit there because you've got to have a BB edit if you're going to compile, don't you? So there you go, and that's the actual app I'm working on at the moment. Anyway, so create a. Have we got a temp directory? Yeah, nothing in it. Good. So let's put Rodeo in here. How are we going to do that? I wonder if we can airdrop to it. That'd be clever, wouldn't it? In here, open this directory. It's obviously opened on the wrong screen, so there it is. We need to build it. Where was it? Go build. Like that. So there's our Rodeo binary. And we need to get that onto this machine. When are we going to drop it? Share? Drop? I've tried this. Rob Allen Mac. Okay, that's the right Mac. Let's see. If it is, something will turn up right here probably. Might not though. Well, something bleeped. Can't see anything happening on that screen, can you? Quiet. Whoa. Let's find a gun. Oh, okay. Ask them to go to airdrop in Finder. Okay, so let's go to airdrop in Finder. Airdrop. Can you see airdrop? There's airdrop. Allow me to discover by. Ah, here we go. Everyone. That's probably the problem there. Oh, something came up. And there's Rodeo. Awesome. So cp /downloads Rodeo to here. -L is already executable. I think it's file. It's only an x86-64 binary. It is not a ARM binary. So if I do which-ls and do file /bin/ls, you can see this one has got both x86 and ARM64 inside the one binary package, which they call a fat binary. Rodeo is not a fat binary, which is not surprising. Let's make that a bit bigger so you can see better. It's not remotely surprising because Golang doesn't support built-in for Apple Silicon yet. Does it run? Rodeo -v. Ah, developer hasn't been verified. That's interesting. Clearly, we're going to have to start signing our binaries as well. I don't sign it for. I wonder if it. I don't sign Rodeo on my local machine either. Now you sign a binary. Should look that up. Sign COS command line binary. Something called code sign. Maybe that needs to be done at build time. So yeah, okay. We'll have to work out how to do that at some point. Till then, however, let's right click and choose open. Yes, please open it. Oh, that looks promising. Here's that again. Now we should be able to run it from here. There we go. Oh, that looks promising. Look at that. So if it gets that far, I think we can assume it probably works. I don't have at the moment, I don't have my Flickr credentials on here. So if I do /rodeo authenticate, right into config file found in. That's interesting. That's a little bit messy. We probably need to tidy that up. Is find your Flickr API key, which is obviously not set, so clearly I will need to provide and set all those up, which I'm not going to do on stream. So you'll have to see me hide in the screen so you can just see me whilst I go and look those up. I'm sure you'll be shocked to know that I don't actually want to share all my API keys with you all. Lovely though you are. Let's have a look. I'm looking for Flickr API keys. Actually, what I can probably do cd.config cd.config. What I could probably do is copy my current radio config from my local computer into Defiance, which is the name of the Apple Silicon computer. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to and I keep that in /.config rodeo.yaml. So there's a file, and I'm going to airdrop it. And hopefully airdrop will work a second time. There we go. I will up airdrop on my ATK. And then I can copy it over as you would expect. Hasn't come arrived yet though. Still thinking about it. It's slow. There it is, radio.yaml has turned up. Received from Neptune, so the main machine is called Neptune, and the new machine is called Defiance. Quite like Big Sur, that's nice. Yes, good. Okay, so let's bring you back like that. So there you go, there's rodeo.yaml with the bottom of the file, so you can't actually see my credentials, which are at the top of the file. Then I can do cd temp again, there's rodeo./rodeo list albums. Let's see if that works. And look at that. Is it --filter? SVR. I think it's --filter. Yes, it is. And there we go. There's the 29 SVR albums. So that's useful to know. So we have determined that Rodeo correctly runs on an Apple Silicon Mac via Rosetta. That's useful to know. I don't need to rush about getting the binary out. I could probably, let's hide this. Done that, close that, close that. Let's RM Rodeo again. We could probably update the README to note that. Actually, we'll put it in the release as well. Here, note that the Mac OS /AMD 64 binary is compatible with Apple Silicon Macs as it runs under Rosetta 2. There we go. So for now we'll just, I expected that to automatically update when I hit Command Enter. There we go. So there we go. So I've put a note onto a release. Of course we'll have to do that manually, which is a pain. Do we need to edit the README as well? Probably not. Don't think we care about the README. Quite happy with the README. It tells you what to do, upload, it tells you how to do resize. This is what info does. Authenticate list albums, and we even sort of note the -- filter thing. I think further down it tells you all the flags. Oh, it doesn't tell you -- Oh, we should probably update this. To add whatever it is, -- album. Yeah, probably should do that. No issue for that. Update README for upload flags. README doesn't include information on the flags that upload takes, such as -- album. Date appropriately. A separate section. There you go, so I might notice it now. So there we go. We have successfully released Rodeo. We've now got version 0.2. We have tested it on Apple Silicon Macs. And all is good. So I think I'm going to call that a day and get on with my work now. Then next week we shall do something else. Tackle another issue. Maybe we'll do tests. Or maybe we'll find another feature we need to add. Who knows? One or two anyway. Hope you have a good day. Enjoy your week. I shall catch up with you later.